Hello, I'm Steve Mason and welcome to the 8th Wonder of the World 2, another tribute to King Kong. Now I've done a tribute, no, get rid of that text, sorry. Now I've done a tribute to King Kong before, about a year and a half ago. We had a little bit of help from Kidder. Now this DVD comes with an anniversary. Christ man, I'm not totally, it's just King Kong. Sorry about this. Anyway, so that was me over a year and a half ago doing the video with Kidder, and had a lot of fun doing that with Kidder. He's so funny in the background. And it was a big long rant, and this is going to be a bit more chop and slicey. I'm not going to beat around the bush a lot. Everyone knows there's a new King Kong video out because of the posters everywhere.
There's definitely a new King Kong movie out this week. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's me abandoning my car, running across a roundabout to get a picture with a new poster or billboard of King Kong coming out. Now, it doesn't look like it's a remake finally. This is the 4th time it will be remade. It's sort of a reboot by the looks of it. Don't know much about it. It's by the producers of Godzilla. So it looks like Godzilla vs King Kong will be remade in a couple of years' time. And this maybe have something else to do with Kong. But I'm going to wait at the end of the video to open what's in the box. I bet you're wondering, my son, what's in the box. Now, last time I had a lot going on. Wow, a metal sign there of King Kong. I've had that for a very long time. I've recently got that, which is the original artwork. Now tribute videos are all about the artwork. And classic artwork from like that to imagery like that. That's become iconic. There he is up there as well. Doesn't have a girl. We'll give him a Big Trouble in Little China. Little girl as a mascot there. So yeah. But tributes have always been about the artwork, how they can take an original artwork, then completely fuck it. Like literally. Change it, fuck it. Done it with so many films. Like Highlander, fucked it up, didn't they? Really. I'll go on for ages. Lost Boys. How many different covers do you want the Lost Boys? How many copies do you want the Turtles? Jaws. Gremlins. Don't get me started about Gremlins. Tribute videos are about the artwork. So there's going to be like definitely an evolution leap in a minute. So I'm ranting on. I'm talking, and I'm going to start jump cutting to phase 1. Are you ready? This is what I had last time. Okay, I had the Making of King Kong, the original book. This is years old, this. Obviously it has the classic cover on there, some classic imagery of the puppeteer. Now I did get, he's here, Build-A-Bear, inspired, Build-A-Bear, not Build-A-Bear, Bad Taste Bears doing a King Kong impression. Come on, Gizmo. And it fell off the top. But yeah, this has got a lot of great imagery in. Black and white imagery, look at that, it's amazing. Now if anyone's seen the first video I did, I believe, Gizmo, that the thumbnail I used is in this. Jump cut. That's not it, but that's awesome, that one. There we go, that's what I used as a thumbnail. That is a super eerie, creepy ass King Kong picture. I also had the reissue of that, sort of reissue, another King Kong one, which goes all the way up to the Peter Jackson one, which has artwork, pictures, concept art, and it fits between all the different ideas. That's all fucking awesome, like. I love that one. When they put the balloon on the Empire State Building, look at it. Imagine putting that all the way up there. Can you even see that? I do apologise. But yeah, that was an amazing book as well. Obviously goes into colour. As well as that scene there, I mean that's amazing. That like there's no CGI there. That scene with the death, obviously it's a Jeff Bridges one. But yeah, it's an amazing book. Read both of them. There's a lot of great stories, obviously a lot of backs, and also a funny thing as well. But I use this. Look at that one. Look at him. There we go. And the girl there. Godzilla vs King Kong, Son of Kong. Now when I did the original, I did forget that I didn't have King Kong Escapes. The vinyl, that lovely vinyl. I wonder if I'll ever get that. But yeah, I forgot about King Kong Escapes. Now I am ranting here because this morning when I checked all this stuff, King Kong Escapes came out on Blu-ray recently, and I thought I bought it, but I didn't. I bought that much King Kong stuff in phase 3. So there were the books, and now we're going to get the DVDs, the Blu-rays, and whatever else I've concocted. So if you wipe the side of the screen down, King Kong versus Godzilla. King Kong looks mental. He looks proper like cheesy, ripping up things. That looks like he's hanging off something rather than like holding up a train and ripping it to bits. But yeah, King Kong versus Godzilla. Next up, wet to set the screen down, King Kong Lives. The DVD release, this is a 12. King Kong Lives. If you think Kong was dead, think again. One of the top 100 most enjoyable bad movies you'll ever see. It's just so bad it's good, an absolute treat for bad film fans. This DVD warns you that this is a bad film. This is a sequel to the Jeff Bridges. I do apologise, I did not put these in order. Wipe down the side of the screen, King Kong, Peter Jackson's Production Diaries 2-disc limited edition, which pretty much shows you how long it took Peter Jackson to make this movie. Next up we have, don't bother wiping down the side of the screen, King Kong box set, which when you fold it out, comes in with the Eiffel Tower, which is awesome. And in this you got King Kong from 1933, King Kong Escapes, you get King Kong colorized, and the documentary It Was Beauty to Kill the Beast, and King Kong vs Godzilla. Next up we have the original 1933 King Kong with the original cover sitting there. King Kong, the 8th wonder of the world. This is really old, this one. This is one of the first DVDs I actually bought. Awesome. Next up is another original. They've reissued it. Look at this. Digitally remastered the original King Kong. Pair of eyes and the Empire State Building on the front cover. A couple of imageries on the back, including trailer for Peter Jackson's King Kong. So when Peter Jackson's King Kong was coming out, they cashed in back then, reissuing them all with different covers. Next up, if you wipe the side of the screen down, King Kong Escapes. This is the one I didn't have in the last review. We've gotten the outtakes, and it's the one I don't have on the Blu-ray, but I'm not going to bother buying it till I go back to work, because this is my week off work. Inside, nothing special, but King Kong and Meta King Kong, and them hanging off and just look like they're having a party on some kind of like oil rig on the back. Whatever. Next up, wipe the side of the screen down, King Kong 2-disc special edition, Peter Jackson's, as he's fighting off the airplanes on top of the state building. There's King Kong there with a concert brick. But yeah, Peter Jackson's 2-disc limited edition. It's actually got a different cover inside as well, where the gorilla is meeting up with Naomi Watts. Like, what's happening, girl? And there, look at that. You see that there? Flicked around. I just seen it, 8th wonder of the world. There's an actually advert inside that DVD of King Kong I've just had. Didn't realise that was even in there. Unbelievable. And there's Jaws as well. Oh, random. Next up, wipe the side of the screen down, Peter Jackson's again. This is a 2-disc special edition, but this has the embroidered front cover of another cover of King Kong looking down at Naomi Watts on top of the Empire State Building. When you open it in, you get that. It's the same cover inside. So there's a different cover for Peter Jackson's. I don't know if I had that one. This might not be part of phase 1 at all, but it's a different cover again for Peter Jackson's. Wipe down the side of the screen. This is one I didn't have last time. I didn't even know it exists on DVD. The Son of Kong. This popped up in not another cover. Where Son of Kong. And there's a hand on the back. That's it. Quite a very expensive DVD. Now the artwork inside Son of Kong is far better. But yeah, it's a pretty bad cover to be honest with you. Next up, wipe down the side of the screen. Proper rare. I can't even remember where I got this from. But this is King Kong X Godzilla. It's King Kong vs Godzilla. What makes this ultra rare, that is the 1970s King Kong image that is not meant to be on the cover, and that is a different Godzilla to what appear in the movie. Even like the fighting, that is a still from the King Kong from the 70s. That's unbelievable. King Kong X Godzilla. God knows when I got that from, but pretty rare. Next up, right down the side of the screen, King Kong, and the Jeff Bridges one from the 70s on DVD. Obviously they've changed the cover again. I'll get to why they changed the cover in a minute. The next one will be the VHS. Did it the complete wrong way around, but they changed the cover for a very important reason. But yeah, there's Jessica Lange on the front, Jeff Bridges. Spoiler alert, King Kong is dead on the back, so you know if you hadn't seen the movie or didn't understand the story of Beauty to Kill the Beast. Pretty spoilt there. Trailer and deleted scenes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, wipe down the side of the screen. King Kong on VHS starring Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange from the 70s. Now this is awesome. Spoiler alert on this one as well. King Kong is dead on the back. But this more has a guy in the suit going around. I have not rewound it since I watched this. And this cover was changed because in this movie he doesn't climb the Empire State Building. He climbs the Trade Towers and jumps across. And basically front cover has the Trade Towers, big gorilla and aeroplanes on it. So they had to change it. What makes that video pretty rare now, to be honest with you. Anyways, back to Peter Jackson's. If you write down the side of the screen, Universal brought these out. These are the augmented reality ones, where if you have the app for your phone, you can put it down and basically you'll see King Kong climbing up the Empire State Building, which I couldn't do on the last one because of my phone. Might try now, check, but I think the app's actually gone. Down has a blue box as well. So that's King Kong looking at Kong, the 8th wonder of the world, looking at Naomi Watts there. King Kong on Blu-ray has King Kong fighting off the aeroplanes. King Kong on Blu-ray. If you wipe down the side of the screen now, I'm going to stop going wipe down the side of the screen. I'm just going to have the image there. King Kong on Blu-ray. Now this is the high definition experience. This is uncut on Blu-ray and it's like something like 3.5 hours long. It's amazing There are scenes cut out of this which gives Jurassic Park a run for its money. Makes Jurassic Park look like a cartoon. Some of the stuff they cut out of this, including the like Triceratops. That's not Triceratops, that's a Stegosaurus and a T-Rex, but the T-Rex fighting in it, man. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But yeah, that was the standard release of the Blu-ray. And then Universal do the normal trick by reissuing the Blu-ray with some kind of weird shit. What is that? Green, King Kong's head, the New York City on top of his head, airplanes flying around, King Kong, the eighth wonder of the world. That's it. They brought that out and I had to buy it. That is one of the original covers that sent me off in this rant in the first place. And enough of all the collector and memorabilia and apes around, they went and fucked it up right at the end. They've just recently released, and this is where this rant originally came from, King Kong on Blu-ray. Wipe the side of the screen out. What is this? What kind of cover is this? Why? It's green, there's a square King Kong head. Yes, I get the concept that it's flying around New York, fighting helicopters. The eighth wonder of the world is on the back. No credits, nothing on the back. Why have you done that? Next up, just like the one I had before where King Kong was stroking Naomi Watts, there's the King Kong special edition, to the special edition embroidered cover. If you pull it out, that's that. So they changed the cover, changed it inside, still kept the discs and booklet the same. And along with the films and the Peter Jackson thing, we had the game, King Kong. I really enjoyed this. Peter Jackson's King Kong put on top of it though. You know, I know Peter Jackson loved this movie and it was one of his pet dreams to do. And you think the guy did Lord of the Rings, he then did that. A lot of people forget that Peter Jackson also directed The Frighteners. You know, but the game was awesome. And if you complete the game, do everything right, King Kong actually goes back to Skull Island. And while we're on about Peter Jackson, this is the deluxe extended edition of King Kong. Now, awesome front cover that. I love that front cover. But when you open it up, if the film's that long, it's on like 2 discs. Picture of King Kong's mush, Empire State Building with him sitting there with an airplane flying around it, and of course a shot of that really. So that was all the extended version. I don't know if you get the production diaries on here, I don't think you do. Special edition of the extended film, 6 hours new features, documentaries, comedy. Comedy with Peter Jackson's pretty awesome. No. So the Peter Jackson diaries went in this as well. Right, last but not least, one I had from Phase 1, which I had the big rant about, is this bad boy. This is King Kong Lives, the original big box of VHS. One of the best covers for a King Kong movie ever. It's absolutely iconic to me. This is one I remember from the video shop. It's just like, rah, King Kong Lives. And it's PG. This should not be a PG. There's boobies in this movie. You know, I'm going to do a review for this, but this obviously King Kong Returns. Now, as you've seen before with the DVD, when it was like King Kong Lives, and it said it was the worst bad movie ever, there's going to be some more covers of this bad boy in Phase 2. Okay, so that was Phase 1, so that's what I had when I first did the video. And then, not long after that, Universal brought new covers out for King Kong and Jaws. Yes, King Kong. Yes, King Kong. Yes, King Kong. Yes, King Kong. And that's Jaws. Yes, King Kong. Yes, they're releasing another cover of King Kong. Another cover. And guess what? Wipe the side of the screen out. It's fucking green. Another green box. Why are you doing this? What the fuck is this? So rather than keep these, well, I'm actually going to keep the cover. This one now reads, pause. To Mr. Jack, fuck you, Steve Monkey Mason. To Paul Ray. Fall down a manhole. Stephen Monkey Mason. There you go. So Mr. Jack and Paul Ray, you have signed copies of them, and you can both go fuck yourself and fall down a manhole cover. And so there's Paul Ray, and there's Jack. So I did Not Another Cover 2, and I went on a rant about these covers, and I gave Paul Ray the King Kong one, and I gave Jack the Jaws one, because they were both messaging me at that time, giving me shit. So yeah, get rid of them. Okay, so Phase 2. Now this is stuff that I found, collected, or was given while jump cut outtake. Here's Phase 2. Sorry about that mistake. Trying to make this video shorter and now failing because I'm doing fast forward review style. Not worth it. So this is Phase 2. First up, I've always had this, couldn't find it actually, when I did the first one, but I totally forgot about it when I was shifting all this stuff around. This is the ultimate review with King Kong, so this is like total film giving out a free DVD, and King Kong was on the front. Next up, King Kong on HD DVD. Now before, when Blu-ray first appeared, and so did this, there was a battle, and this lost. So yeah, that was King Kong on Steve, kept the same cover, but yeah. Finally got my hands on one of these. This is King Kong, the original on VHS, with King Kong fighting the T-Rex. Get rid of that, the T-Rex. I'm happy to have this. It has the famous cover on the back, as well as him fighting with a pterodactyl on the back. I have rewound it. I do watch VHS still, you know. I have picked up another version of this, so I'm going to do some of this in the outtakes. I did manage to grab the DVD version of this. It doesn't have the slipcase, but you know, just one of these things you see, pick it up, part of the collection now. Here's another one, what was in Not Another cover when Universal released these, the green ones. Now this is Annie's copy. Now there's something very important I want to show, but it'll happen in phase 3. But if I bring it down, there we go, then put this cover over the top and have the original King Kong fighting off aeroplanes on top of the Empire State Building. But yeah, there's a reason for this one. Okay, so the classic artwork, amazing artwork. The one what tells you it's a bad film, terrible artwork. Wipe down the side of the screen, another edition of King Kong. Now this is a PG, that one's a 12. It's a ginger monkey on the back for a start. The legendary Kong is back, King Kong lives. What have they done? I mean, don't get us wrong, that's a far better cover than that one, but obviously that's amazing. But what have they done to that? Now this belongs to Annie. Inside it's got the chapter selection. And it's got a picture of Kong there. I mean, what is this about? Ah, he's quite gingerish. But yeah, the death of Kong, the opening credits, a miracle, awakening, companionships, army attack, female instinct, Kong hunting season, reunion, deadly revenge, newborn, swing free as a monkey. That's the chapter selections for King Kong Lives. Okay, here's a new edition. Now this is VHS cover artwork. This is done by the Dude Designs, Thomas Hodge. I got this for Christmas off Annie, and I've done a video for this because some of my videos I had do appear in this. I made a video for it, and Thomas Hodge actually commented and likes the video, so that's absolutely awesome. It was a proper highlight when I found out. And inside, King Kong Lives, the original VHS. Obviously one of the videos that appear in the video. That is an amazing print in that. But this is just full of classics, like proper video red nose like. But yeah, King Kong is in there, so this is now part of the King Kong collection. And finally, for phase 2, I got this given to me by Scott Michael Carrigan, and I was totally blown away when I did it. Now it appears in Random 8, I think. Yeah, Random 8. It's a poster on the roof of Random 8. Appears in Random 8, and Scott has a fear of the clown, and there's a weird video where it's me and the clown opening a package from Scott, and this is it. King Kong. The LP, music from the original, music from the 70s, Trade Tower, front cover, aeroplanes, New York City. Rare as fuck, Scott. Do you realise what you're giving me? And I was totally over the moon. On the back it's him smashing up a train, far better than that appears on the Godzilla vs King Kong. Seen better days, as it has been torn along the top. Now, got some footage of the last night. Was it last night or the night before? Scott was playing at the Clooney, got to film it and got to hang out with Scott for a bit. We did well, we found the neon lights. That's Scott's in the stand in the rain. There's me standing in the rain outside. So yeah, anyway, get rid of them. It's good to see Scott the other night, and thank you once again for that vinyl. Now I'm going to get to phase 3, and this is where I'm going to go on a big rant. So I said at the start of this video, there's a new King Kong movie coming out, Kong Skull Island, and it's typical for Universal to now cash in and reissue every single King Kong coming out. Now they've done this in stages over the last couple of weeks. Films come out, films come out. Tomorrow, now I don't have this one, this will be the first one from phase 3. If you cut to the footage, this is me at work with a brand new edition of King Kong. So this is the one released Monday coming. Love it, love it. Love that, absolutely mint. So that's me at work with probably one of the nicest covers I've ever seen of the original King Kong. Now I'm looking forward to having that. I will be picking it up some point this week. I ain't going to rush down to work on my week off, am I? So yeah, so let's get to the rest of Phase 3. First up, King Kong, the original, released on Blu-ray for the very first time, part of the HMV Platinum Collection, just like Gremlins 2 was. These are the first time these have been released. Now this is a PG, has a really nice cover, and different cover, more to the original style, not like the DVD that's out tomorrow. So I'm going to open this up and have a quick look at this one. So I approve this one. This is Stephen approved. So inside, they've got a clear case, 2 discs, crappy Universal standard blue. There's a black one as well. Inside, check that out. That is absolutely brilliant. That is stunning. I love that. It's original still. Would have been more awesome if it was that, to be honest with you. I would have creamed a bit. So I will be watching that tonight. Put that up there for a minute. And did anyone just see that? Doesn't have any art cards, unlike the Gremlins one. I was quite shocked by that. Doesn't have art cards, but it has a booklet apparently, so pull the booklet out. Wow, check that out. It's a mint cover on the back. What's that? Oh, see, there we go. Gremlins 2, Little Shop of Horrors, them. This Platinum Collection. Platinum Collection? You can sit there. So inside, wow, that's amazing. Cartoon style King Kong. King Kong with big lips. The eyes which appear on the DVD. King Kong fighting the aeroplanes. There, that's the cover. That is the cover of the DVD out tomorrow. King Kong fighting there, King Kong with the logs. King Kong Pterodactyl. It's production diaries. The original King Kong screaming there. That's a proper eerie one. I've seen that a few times. Looks like a Bride of Frankenstein busting out the coffin. King Kong eating people. King Kong there. Pissed off that one. Big head of King Kong. Another version of King Kong cover. And at the end, the top of the Empire State. So yeah, that's a pretty nice little book. Shame it doesn't have the art cards. Godzilla vs King Kong released for the first time on Blu-ray in the UK. As I say, it's just the same cover. There he is with the train again on the back. If I open it up very, very quickly, it's just the standard release. They've just cashed in and chucked this out along with King Kong Escapes. So it's more the Toho ones that have done it, which is interesting as well, because the Toho ones, yeah, because this is by Universal, but like obviously Universal have got to know Toho don't really release any of the old Godzilla movies in the UK. So that'll be interesting to see what they do when Godzilla 2 comes out. But yeah, Godzilla vs King Kong. I don't have King Kong Escapes on Blu-ray, but it has exactly the same cover as that. Back with Peter Jackson, there is another cover of the Peter Jackson's version. This is King Kong, the Ultimate Edition. Over 13 hours of bonus content. Wow. So I have no idea what's new. I need to put this on. It's got recreating the 8th wonder of the world. This looks like it's got a brand new documentary. It will be uncut. It's got a new bonus disc, 13 hours. Extended and cinematic versions. Covers different as well. It's more like the big black one I had in the Phase 1. The 3 discs one, the original cover. There's stuck Naomi Watts on the front cover there. Battle of T-Rex. Inside, bonus disc. That's nice. Have the T-Rex battling off Kong. That's new. Not a flip cover. But yeah. Okay, it's this cover again. The green one, Stars Collection. That's the one I had before. Left a £2 sticker on for a reason, so I know which one's which. So this is the original. And you think, well, why are you ranting on about this? You see this now? Don't need that. See that? Watch. Sticker on there. Look at that. Look what they've done. They've changed the cover. They've zoomed in a bit more on that one. Zoomed right in. King Kong's name across the top. Massive. Yeah. Why do you keep doing this with Universal? Cash cowing. I do consider myself extremely lucky to go on the original King Kong ride. I think 1991. I do go in that a lot more. I get some Universal like memorabilia out when I was there as a kid. Obviously the Jaws ride was there. Didn't go on the Jaws ride, but the King Kong ride was unbelievable. I mean, it's worth like going on YouTube and someone's got it on old school, like high-air camera going around the ride. And I watched it a couple of times to try and refresh my memory of like I was there, and that was terrifying. Next up is the Jeff Bridges one. They've changed the cover again from the hand to the Trade Towers one. We've now got a picture of King Kong looking very sad. Jeff Bridges, Charles Gaudian and Jessica Lange's name appear on the top, and on the back it's exactly the same as the last time. Dead on the bottom, on the loose, Jeff Bridges looking like Chris Hunter when he had long hair, and Jessica Lange screaming for her life. And last but not least, King Kong Lives. Again, now the original VHS, love it. The original DVD tells you it's a bad film. Yeah. Annie's version with Ginger Monkey. Guess what? Right down the side of the screen. King Kong Lives. What have they done now? Now it's definitely a 12. If you think Kong is dead, think again. King Kong Lives. This looks like Skull Island more King Kong. You know, it's got the helicopters on there, which aren't in the film, I don't think. On the back, it is the cover of the other one. The legendary Kong is alive. This is wonderful, cheesy. Few movies prove as much untamed pleasure. So they've took away the bad comments and really tried to promote this film. Going, yes, buy this, King Kong Lives. This is a King Kong sequel. Will not take off like this is such a bad movie, you've got to watch it. So King Kong Lives. Right, I'm guessing Kong Island will somehow set up Godzilla vs King Kong. I'm guessing. So when King Kong Skull Island comes out on DVD, if it's made by the same people, DVD, Blu-ray, they'll probably change the cover. So like Godzilla, we'll have Godzilla doing that, like. The Blu-ray will have Godzilla from behind, and then you get a steelbook, completely all different. So they'll probably do that. King Kong looks massive in the new movie. So obviously, I originally went, hang on a minute, there's King Kong, there's Godzilla, bit of a mix match in it. Right, in at number 4 is King Kong. What a fucking shit cover. The new King Kong vs Godzilla. That's pretty much the size ratio that they've already established in the films. But considering the size of King Kong in the new trailer for Samuel Jackson and John Goodman, Tom Hiddleston, King Kong looks massive, doesn't he? He looks absolutely huge. Now this is the brand new King Kong toy. It's a toy model. So I'm guessing King Kong is considerably bigger. As that is the original. There's Peter Jackson's one hiding up there, you can still see him. But yeah, I'm going to do a jump cut because should he come out of his box, do you think? I don't know where I'm going to put him, to be honest with you. I've decided not to take him out of his box. The artwork is pretty awesome on the back. It's got King Kong fighting some kind of lizards, which obviously again these look like they fell out of the Godzilla, so they're definitely setting up towards Monsterverse. They're definitely setting up King Kong versus Godzilla. But yeah, he is awesome. He's a chest beater, pretty solid build. But yeah, so back to this box. So let's go full circle. Sorry, I've just cut myself right off there because I went on a bit of a rant. I need to wrap this video up. Now, the box. What is in the box, my son? Now, where are my cutters to open these cutters? Get the fingers into it. I do not know where I'm going to put all this stuff. One thing I do love about Gremlins 2, I went into this before I'm opening this, is when Daffy's sitting on top of the Empire State Building, hitting the planes and all that. I love that. Pass of time. I don't want a jump cut. I'm in. So, what's in the box there? It is. I was about to think there, I ordered this to Annie's house. Well, Annie ordered it for us. I'm used to this on the internet. What is in here? It is the brand new Kong Skull Island pop vinyl. Check that out, movie pop guy Paul Ray. Fuck you, Paul Ray. He is mint. On the back there, look at that. Sort of Apocalypse Now look kind of going on there. Unlike what they do with the Godzilla one. Well, it's got the original artwork on there. But yeah. So yeah, jump cut. So there he is. It's got a helicopter in his hand. His head moves, which is quite cool. That's King Kong, and there is the Godzilla. So I'm guessing all I've got to say is I've been Steve Monkey Mason. There will be a review for King Kong coming out. There will be a one for definitely King Kong Lives. Skull Island when I see it next week. Godzilla 2. And down the line we're going to have Godzilla versus King Kong. I've been Steve Monkey Mason. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. So as I said at the start of the movie, there is a new King Kong movie on its way out. It comes out next Friday and I will be doing a review for it for Concept Magazine. Cheap plug. Here's an outtake for you. I'm actually talking to Scott right now and he just said there, did I ever send you that picture of me at Kong Island in Florida? I was like, no, Kong Island in Florida. It's not where I went to in Florida. That was the old ride that got knocked down. I'm totally jealous. Look at this. There's Scott in Kong Island. Motherfucker. That looks amazing. I want to go. Definitely want to go. Found a King Kong. Look at the size of him. I've got one, and so's Annie. So it's definitely King Kong Day, as I've got myself a King Kong. Look at the size of this guy. And guess what? So is Annie.
Hey!
And then as I was walking out, guess what? There was a Donatello on sale. And look at the size of this Donatello. It was £10, so another Donatello. And for the first time in my collection, I've got myself a Bray Wyatt. Okay, I've moved some stuff around to get stuff sorted, so King Kong is now up the top there. The new Kong, moved the picture there, moved the gremlins there, King Kong, and all the King Kong movies up there, and next to the True Romance tribute that I'm working on next. That's meant to be the big one for the year. We've got King Kong vs Godzilla. With the concert break for Concert Magazine now. Last month I wrote an article, along with Barry, about Scott Michael Carrigan. I've been meaning to send this to Scott for ages. So I've decided that, since Scott would send me a vinyl, Scott is going to get the 2-disc limited edition version of King Kong. And I'm going to sign it on this video to Scott. Why don't you like clowns? Question mark. Hope you like monkeys. Hope you like monkeys. Stephen Monkey Mason. Sign it. There we go. So I'm going to send that to Scott. Hi Scott. You alright? There we go. Have you seen Monkey Mason? This is the very end of the video. Goodbye.